Howdy, hi, and hello. Tonight is part 2 for Those Dark Places. Last time, our fearless crew escaped the government's grip and slipped out into outer space in a not-so-pristine ship. After safely landing on the Osiris station, they began looting for much-needed supplies. I hope tonight you can find joy in what's about to come. I will say, again, you hear one of the doors in the lower parts of the storage unit kind of like do that like sliding open sound, and you hear it shut again.
In the storage area?
No, below the storage area. So either in the briefing room or in the main office, you hear one of the main doors open and then shut, followed by a few sounds of things hitting the ground.
As if it's coming towards us or further away?
Towards you.
Can I hop over and see if the armory's open?
Sure.
Semi in a panic.
Absolutely. As you do that,
I'm going to hide in the storage room, gripping my lead pipe.
as you approach the armory, the door is like slightly ajar, like it's again one of the sliding doors, but it's like something's not quite right. The electrical is shutting down because the AI that's inside the power and life support is shutting down certain things that it deems necessary or unnecessary to save power and oxygen to the rest of it. So it's shutting down like lights and other things that it would need to keep the Osiris station still alive. It's trying to give power to like its filtration systems, its water systems, that sort of thing. So it's cutting down things that it doesn't see necessary.
So yeah, storage room, briefing room, main office will probably not be important.
But I would say the armory door is slightly open, maybe about a foot. It's something you can probably do like a strength check to open it up if you'd like.
You can use my lead pipe to pry it open.
Sure, give me a strength check to get it
I
open.
want to bend your lead pipe. 8.
You got it.
8.
As you get into the armory, you notice that all the boxes are empty. You throw one bin aside and like you begin to pull things out, and you kind of think that there might have been some sort of a raid on this place, but in the back, very far back, and underneath of a few boxes, you come across an old pistol, a real old-fashioned pistol.
Nice.
There is another entrance in the bay that leads to the security station and then the control/communication.
I think.
The next thing that you guys know, sorry to interrupt,
You bastard.
you hear another door open, and it's much closer this time. And now inside the briefing room, you can physically see those of you who are standing in the storage room, because like each door picture has like a glass window to it, you know, so you can kind of see the room that's inside the next. You see the door open, right? And you see it shut. But as you look into the briefing room, it doesn't look like anything entered at all.
It's ghosts.
The only thing that you see in the briefing room is a large table surrounded by a bunch of chairs and like a drop-down screen where they would like project, things that they would be talking about, or
like
PowerPoint
presentation.
presentations, that sort of thing. But as you look inside the briefing room, you don't see anything.
How big are these storage boxes?
Some are small, some are really big, some are like the size of like, huge crates,
Could we put 2 decently sized ones in front of the door to the briefing room in case like something even comes in here where we have time to react and it just whatever
we
it
could
is.
hide in them.
That is true.
I think we should get to the communications room to see what's happening.
Yeah.
Well, that depends on if that door's
If
open
there's
or
a
not.
if that door.
Scared myself.
Go. He did that on purpose. Go.
The next thing you guys know,
Exactly.
you see the briefing room door open. What do you want to do?
I suggested my thing and now we're
Run.
Quickly.
I start running
Yeah.
through the
Go to the
hangar
bay.
bay.
Hangar bay.
Towards
Hangar bay?
communications?
Yep.
yes.
Everybody give me agility checks.
7.
7,
2. I fucking slipped.
5.
I grab her by her hair as I'm running.
So, so Olive and Arthur, you're able to
We're fucking gone.
you're able to run back into the hangar bay, but Sally and Nissa, you fall and stumble over some of the storage boxes. You two hear a humming sound that is very familiar to you. You hear it every morning. The next thing you know, the storage area begins to fill with a very familiar yellow mist. You each take a penalty of 1 to your strength as you begin to breathe in that very famous or infamous noxious gas. As you look around and you're trying to stumble into the hangar bay, you still don't see anything. That closes off that area. You guys run into the hangar bay, and it's almost as like that familiar hum is following you. You 4 make it to the other door, and you try to get it open. You can tell that with the power being down, it's something that you're probably going to have to force open. So 2 of you could try a strength check if you want to try and get it open.
Will my lead pipe help?
I mean, you could try to use it as a crowbar. I would allow a +1 on that.
What type of access is there to the door? Like, how do you get in or out of the door?
It just slides in and out.
It's
Basically,
like automatic.
Yeah, it's automatic. So a picture like an elevator door.
Okay. Do you have to have a key card? Is there anything?
Usually you would use a key card.
Okay.
But with the power being down, a lot of these are going to have to be forced open.
I'm going to check my uniform for a key card.
Very good. Go ahead. Give me an education check.
5.
You do not find one.
Okay. I'm going to put the uniform on.
Okay. You're able to put the uniform on. The next thing you know, you guys hear, again, a very familiar hum.
I'm gonna throw you the pipe. Probably should open.
And you see that very familiar yellow mist seeping into the hangar bay. So she throws you, Olive throws Sally the lead pipe to try and pry open the door that leading from the hangar bay. Would you like to try and get it open?
Yeah.
With Nissa's help, because she's the next strongest.
Okay. So
Me and Noah are just nerds.
So she'll lend you a +1 to your helps, so you'll get a
I
+1.
basically go back to
So a plus
back
2.
up to 4.
Yep.
So 4. So it'd be 5. So I gotta at least roll 3. 3.
3. The doors open just enough to where you're all able to slip in as that humming sound gets a lot closer, and then boom, the door shuts behind all 4 of you, and you can just see the hangar bay begin to just fill up with toxic gas. Now what would you like to do?
Sally, can
Yeah.
I get one of those plastic tasers?
I only have 1.
Fuck. Yeah. you're
Remember,
right.
his was fake.
Yeah.
What do you need? What's your idea?
The mist. If it's just mist, it would be seeping through any cracks in doors and whatever. But those doors are opening and closing. Something is physically in the center of it. And either I will let you have the eco tank to spot it out and see if there's actually something, or I'm just going crazy. Or
Problem is we can't open that door again.
I know. That's why I'm saying when it comes back around, which I know it will.
I'll give you the taser.
Thank you.
So what would you guys like to do?
Because I still have the pistol.
So right now, you guys are all in just an in-between room. Off to your left is a security station. And then in front of that is a long hallway that connects to a variety of places. There is the officers' quarters, the bathrooms, the crew quarters, a lab that seems to be in distraught or in disarray. There's a medical unit that has also been torn to rubble. The communications center, a mess hall, and a full kitchen, the main office, and a briefing room. As we get to the top of the station, the infected areas of right now are the storage area and the hangar bay, but there's still the armory, the waste recycling place, the power and life support, and there's also a service tunnel. access on the outside. I will tell you, if you guys go into Lab 1, Lab 2, or the medical bay, those have all been ravaged by some sort of explosion, so you will be at the mercy of the moon's gravity, the moon's, atmosphere.
Yeah.
It is something that you cannot breathe unless you have either an eco tank or you can find some sort of actual suit that allows you to exit the building.
Okay.
Do you want to go to medical, see if you can find another eco tank?
Yeah.
Do you need
I'll
to
go
have
to
a suit
communications and
regardless?
control
For where?
Or no?
Yeah, because it's not
for the atmosphere.
No, I mean for going out in the atmosphere. Even with a life tank, do you still need a suit?
With the eco tank?
I'm gonna say that an eco tank usually has some sort of a small suit that comes with it.
Okay.
Something that would allow you to exit.
Because of the cold.
Yeah.
Yeah. So you freeze to death with it.
Yeah. So basically, you have a small setup that allows you to kind of go anywhere or do anything that would
Yeah.
originally kill you.
Like Sandy's helmet from SpongeBob.
Yeah. Exactly.
Yeah.
Yes.
Hell
Exactly.
yeah.
Exactly.
I just pictured you just put the helmet on and that's the tank, and then there's butterflies and stuff.
As you guys stand here, you hear a sound. What almost sounds like a small drill, like a
I would like to check that security office for any suits.
That's what I was gonna say.
As you do that, you see a small pinhole begin to file in through this section right here, and that gas begins to slowly seep inside. As you run up to the security station, you try to pry it open and bang on it, and it's not opening at all. As you peer inside, though, you do see a man dressed in a security guard's outfit, and he is rocking back and forth, clutching his knees.
Like fetal position type?
Yeah, just imagine he's
Oh, okay.
he's rocking back and forth. He's completely incoherent, completely distraught, and he's just screaming, no, and he's rocking back and forth violently. You can kind of see he's kind of clutching the sides of his arms to where his nails are breaking off. He's breaking the skin, blood's kind of pouring down. It's a man in complete disarray, distraught. He's
Delirium.
yeah, absolutely.
I mean, I'll try to yell at him and bang on the window. And
Sure, give me a charisma check.
I'll see if he
Yep.
does. I know it's no.
He just continues to rock back and forth, shaking his head.
Okay. I'm gonna turn around and just say we gotta go. We'll come back.
I want to
More-
start running towards the crew quarters.
Okay, well, you got to get that door open first. The one that's in front of you.
Oh, okay.
Another strength check to get it open. I will say more and more gas is starting to leak in, causing you guys to cough a little bit. Again, you check outside the door. Doesn't seem to be anything, but something had to have made that
Give
hole.
your pipe back and I'll help.
Hell yeah.
Okay.
I'm gonna try it.
+2.
So it's a 4. It's a 4.
8.
8.
Nice.
The door pries open and it slams shut just as you see the gas begin to pour into the next section, which allows you guys to enter into the hallway.
All right.
Okay.
I'm going to medical. I'm getting on my thing. You guys go further down, because I'll be able to breathe
her
this.
with you. If there's anything important in medical, you can
That
hold
is
it up and
true.
she can tell you. I take him. Go to crew quarters.
Okay.
Okay. We're splitting off. Me and Sally are going to crew quarters. She's watching outside the window of medical. Or wait,
So Arthur.
can we even get that door open?
So Arthur, where are you going?
I'm going to medical.
Can we even get that door
Or-
open, or will it suck us all out?
I'm gonna say that there's a small in between that allows you to open a door. It pressurizes. You can step out. We're just gonna be
That's what I was like.
legit about this for a second.
It's like if he opens
Okay.
the door, we just all down the hallway out there.
you aren't all gonna get sucked out. You're
Okay.
gonna have
Okay.
a moment of being able to pass through doorways.
Okay, that's why I was like, if she stands outside the window, she'll be of help to medical. And then I'm like, or he opens the door and she's gone.
So Arthur, you're entering medical.
Yeah.
Okay, and then the other three?
Me and Sally are going to crew quarters.
Okay,
What do you want to do?
Sally, what color are you?
We need to find more tanks
That's why we're splitting off this
Okay.
way.
or suits, and or a combination
And
of
where are you
both.
going?
We're going to the crew quarters.
Okay, crew quarters.
And any
Coming down
weapons.
the hall,
And then
getting to crew quarters, and then
Nissa
Nissa, where are you going?
With Arthur.
Not
outside.
You're just
outside, yeah.
watching.
That way,
Yes.
if there's anything you think we can use to build anything or do anything,
Okay.
Yeah.
you can tell him, who has no medical knowledge, but also he can look for tanks. We can go to crew quarters and see if maybe they stored their tanks there.
Right.
I am gonna yell at you.
Tanks,
as
suits,
we're,
weapons, evidence.
As we're running away, I am gonna tell you, make sure you watch behind you for the gas.
Before I go into medical, I'm going to tell her if anything seeps through or if anything comes out, wave me down and we can go. Okay.
Okay.
I'm gonna come up with a knocking system
Okay.
for you,
Okay.
All right.
because you probably aren't going to be looking at me, but
No.
you'll hear me. Hear
So,
me.
Arthur, you don your eco tank. You don your eco tank, and again, you get this like almost euphoric sensation when you put it on. You start to smell like like a fresh forest or a coastline. It almost kind of brings tears to your eyes. As you step out, as you go through the chambers and the processes, the pressure you can feel in your body is a lot greater.
Yep.
But you're able to get a sensation of floating, but you're still weighted. You can literally see that as you enter medical, you can tell where there was some like chambers and other things that people could get inside to get relief. There's parts of old shelving that used to carry supplies. What used to look like an old surgical table, but now it is just open to literally the night sky. As you step out, you can see the stars above you. You can see Earth off in the distance. And there's not much there. It's either floated away or was destroyed in the accident.
Can I do
Do
a
you-
quick
Yep. Go ahead.
look around?
Give it a quick reach around.
Give me a quick
What am I what do I get
Equipment.
anything?
check.
Weapons, evidence.
What kind of roll? Or just like a flat
Education.
education? Okay. 6.
6. As you kind of feel like this hopelessness feel in your gut, you begin to turn around. So, Nissa, I want you to give me an education check.
6.
And I'll say since you're in the military, you have a keen eye for things, allowing you to pass this.
Okay.
You see maybe like 10 feet behind Arthur is a very small, almost pin-sized red light begin to kind of almost charge up. And you see a small beam shoot from it towards Arthur.
I'm knocking 3 times.
You and I,
Emergency.
good sir,
Shit.
get to do opposed rolls.
I have agility, right?
Yeah, you got some agility, and I got some agility.
Yep.
So this beam of red light is going to try to penetrate your back.
Yo, yeah.
Yo, bro, it's penetrating you?
Ready?
Yeah.
So I got a 5.
9.
Fucking does a sick
As Nissa like
zero
rapidly
gravity.
pounds onto the door, you're able to spin around and notice this beam of red light just kind of like appear out of the blackness of space, come penetrating towards you. You jump and dodge out of the way as it burns a small hole on what's left of the wall, and you make a run for the door. As you do that, give me an agility check.
Another one.
He used his good one.
8. You trip over a box that just seems to be just lying about. You trip over it. Since you're like kind of in like zero gravity sort of thing, you go flying into the door. It smashes to the point to where it opens for a split second, allows you in. The doors close. Things begin to pressurize. And oddly enough, you have kicked a first aid kit.
Oh shit, dog. I got a first aid kit. Thank you for the save.
Hell yeah.
Again, at the outside of the medical door, you hear a very familiar drill sound begin to wind up, like the vzz, and as it begins to penetrate the medical door. You two, as you go running down the hall towards the crew quarters, sorry, Olive and Sally, the door is already open. As you go to walk in,
Don't like that.
the lights are off. The only thing that's there is the flashing red light that allows you to notice 2 dead crew members hanging by their bed sheets. Their necks have been snapped and probably have decided whatever fate it was, this was an easier one to accept. I need you both to make me pressure checks.
10.
Yeah, don't forget to add that. Okay.
10.
10. Okay. The crew members seem to be having like small, like almost like burn marks, but they're like little boils that have kind of have like marked their skin. You see like a rope mark around their neck. The stench is slightly overwhelming. The only other thing that really seems to be in the room is our bunks, and to hold the crew members. One bunk though seems to have something underneath of its sheets, like a small mound.
I'll go pull it off.
I'm gonna hit it with my lead pipe.
I don't want to break it. I'll just go and kind of Houdini it.
As you reach, you can tell that whatever is underneath this seems to be as a human silhouette. Do you still choose?
Is it moving?
It is not moving.
Okay, how about I pull the sheet off, you hold the gun.
I'll do that. I'll put the gun up and just go like this,
'Kay.
and then have Olive pull it off.
You guys ready?
Sure.
As you go to pull the sheets back, in quick succession, you raise your gun. It's a pillow. At the top, and towards the bottom, is an eco tank.
Man, if you
I would
fucking
like
shot
to.
that-
I would like
Damn.
to poke around the dead bodies and see if they have anything, identification cards, anything that could help us
Sure.
get into certain rooms or
Yep.
be chill with the AI.
Yep. Give me a check, please.
Just education.
Yep.
10.
I
Nothing.
didn't shoot before we pulled that
Nuts.
sheet off because I was going to.
Good thing you didn't let me hit it with my lead
Yep.
pipe.
Absolutely nothing.
Okay.
So, back to Arthur and Nissa. What would you guys like to do?
Because
Okay.
they're just gonna start getting.
Yeah, is there anything on our way that we need to check?
I mean, there to the right of there is a control. There's a control in communications, and to your right there would be lab number 1, which connects to lab number 2. But both of those have been tampered with or reduced to rubble. But if it's something that Arthur feels that he would like to risk again, he could step out and check. Or the communications door, maybe a little bit of help could get it open.
I would like to go in the communications store, see
Yeah.
if we can get a diagnostics report.
Okay, as you, I'm going to say just without a check, you're able to pry the door open, get inside. You see one of the most complex communication systems you've ever seen in your life. You see like multiple papers that are that have been like thrown on the floor. It's in disarray. You see some of the screens have been cracked or broken. You see multiple numbers and things kind of shattering about. But off in the corner, you see like a really like old school style like ham radio The kind that you put on like the big earphones for. You turn the little dial and the knobs to try and see what you can get.
I'm gonna take that.
And you're gonna talk to a trucker.
Definitely.
pork chop.
I'm picking that up.
Just literally just go,
You can't pick it up. It's
"Going in
massive.
Vietnam."
Like,
it's not
massive.
like a-
Yeah,
okay.
it's not. This thing is not something you can carry.
Gotcha. Hey, NASA boy,
Yeah.
can you
NASA.
work your little magic fingers over here?
So you go over and you notice that this like ham radio has been like somewhat souped up, right? It's something that they've used for like basically. You can imagine that when they first got here, it was their only way of communicating.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
I'll see if I'm able to do like what she said, a quick diagnostic of like
See what's going
the
on.
last known transmission or
Yep.
just something.
So you can tell as you're running those things. Give me an education check while you're doing that, but I'm going to give you a little bit as you do it.
And an engineer. 'Cause
Yeah, sure. Yeah, yeah, you know how these things work.
Yep.
As you're kind of looking through, you can tell that the last transmission or whatever that was made back down to Earth. In simple words, we did it.
Oh my god.
But you can tell like it has like a like because like all the transmissions before that were like we're still trying, we're on the brink, it's getting there, and the last transmission that was ever sent out was we did it.
Well, that's vague. What were they working on?
So you do know they were trying to work on trying to get a system to purify the air on Earth. So you can kind of gather that like whatever it is,
Yeah.
they figured it out. Like they have a way to save us. But that was the last thing that they
Yeah.
ever sent out.
Are there any reports on like what this thing is? What they made, what they did?
From what you can tell, whatever their life support system is running off of, whatever that algae is, whatever they're growing, whatever is based, like whatever the eco tank prototypes are, is probably what's going to help save Earth. Might take a little bit of time, but it's something that could work.
Okay.
What did you get whenever you're fiddling with the knobs?
I got a
and-
5.
a 5.
Arguably, could he get another +1 because as a grown man who lives in his mom's basement, of course he has a ham radio?
He's gonna need a 7. Remember, this game runs on 7.
Of course, I'm a fucking nerd and dork, but
I mean, the extra +1 could be because of Betty.
I'm
all
gonna
for Betty.
I'm gonna say that I'm gonna say having the jitters in front of a very pretty female.
You're alone in a dark room.
Yeah, and you're
Muscle
alone in a
mommy.
dark room. These like flashing red lights are going off. You're stressed. Give it another shot.
Hell yeah.
hell yeah, brother.
He's so nervous he rolls
10.
10. The next thing you know, as you're kind of like, going through each station and it's scanning, you hear static and other things. The next thing you hear goes, I hope you can hear this, son. Because I'm proud of you and I know that you can make it. I don't know if this will ever get to you, but I just want you to know that I love you.
Damn.
Again,
just cursing him over there.
I'm gonna try this every day at 7:00. I'm gonna be on this station, so if you need me, I'm here. And just so you know, that little shit Tommy, he didn't get my air tank, but the kind neighbor across the street, he agreed in what we were fighting for, and he wanted to make sure that you saw me when you got home. He gave up the last tank that he ever had. So make it worth it, okay? Be my hero. I love you.
Neighbor across the street, was that the
old man.
That's the old man that she helped.
Oh, but I thought he had an air tank.
He did. He gave it up
Yeah.
because Betty's air tank was supposed to be gotten by like the punk neighbor kid.
Oh.
He never went and got it, and she was dying. And the old man came over and he said, "I want you to see your boy when he gets back." And he gave up the air tank to her. so that she could live one more day to see if he makes it back.
Damn.
Can I quickly recall something?
Yeah.
That just happened probably like 10 minutes ago in this game.
Yeah.
When I was out in that medical area, the beam that shot towards me came from Earth.
Not from Earth.
From where?
From the rubble.
Just somewhere.
It just seemed like if somebody took a zipper in the middle of space and opened it up, and a beam came out.
Okay. All right.
Not far from you. Like the beam only shot like 10 feet.
I still think.
All right. Was that just there, or can I talk back?
You can talk back.
What? Mom?
I did it, Mom.
Give me an education
made
check
it.
to see if you can get the mic system.
Oh my gosh.
to
He just
come in.
can't do it. You're going to break his heart.
8.
Go ahead. What do you want to say?
Mom?
Baby? Baby, is that you?
I'm in space.
You can just hear her choking up. You can hear like the lump in her throat forming, and she is bawling. And she goes, I knew you were gonna make it.
Nissa, what the fuck do I say?
The next thing you hear is, hello? Hello? Hold on, sweetheart. Give me one moment. Somebody's at the door.
on, Mom.
Hello? 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 You can hear the door faintly open, and you hear some sort of military man speaking in the background. Wait! What are you doing? Stop! Wait! Wait! Just fades off, and the radio goes to static.
That's a good thing, though. If they're, like, questioning her or something, she might have longer air. If she's
Oh.
questioning her...
This is where my villain arc begins.
I'm just saying, if they're questioning, like, what are you doing, where'd you go, all that sort of
Who are
shit,
you
they might
talking
keep her
to?
long.
Yeah.
They might keep her alive longer. That might be good that they keep her alive
Can we
longer.
hear if they are like leaving if they're taking her?
Yeah, you can kind of get the gist that she's been dragged out of the house.
Arthur, cut the radio.
I would say that in a fit of rage, you just fucking smash it.
Yeah.
We don't want them to know who she was talking to.
What do you want to do? Also, you guys can do something too here. So we'll get back to Olive and Sally. What do you guys want to do? Where do you want to go?
We're near the officers' quarters, the main office, and the
so-
mess hall.
So you can access the crew's
Crew's quarters. Crew's bathroom.
You can also access the office quarters and their bathroom.
The two bathrooms are not connected, right?
They're not
Okay,
connected.
that's what I
There's
thought.
just bathrooms.
Do we want to go to the officers' quarters? We might be able to find something important there. Or there's the main office and the mess hall. What do you think is most important?
Office.
You think?
I think our goal should be the briefing room.
Okay. Okay. Yeah, so we're going to go main office.
Oh, you're gonna run up to the main office? Mm-hmm. Okay. You have to bust through a few doors, but eventually you make it into the main office. As you enter the main office, you see an array of paperwork stacked upon each other. Some of it litters the floor. There's computers set up everywhere with different cubicles and that sort of thing. And you see some of the computers are still like flickering almost if they're trying to turn on. And as you kind of look towards the back, you hear the faint sound of a man groaning.
I want to flip through the paperwork real fast, see if there's anything that sticks out to
No
me.
fucks about that,
I'm
man.
gonna pull my gun out and start walking towards the man.
Well, that's why I figured he'd do that.
Okay.
I want to look
Yeah.
through this. I want to try and get information. What happened? What went wrong? What's going on?
Okay.
Any sort of info I can get.
Education check.
It's a 5.
5. Okay.
Unless I can use my navigation and helm officer information to see if
I'm
any
gonna
of
say
this sticks
I'll say
out.
that you're navigating through paperwork.
Okay, so that's
you're
7.
because you're trying to figure out which way is the best way, which paperwork doesn't seem right, so you're kind of throwing it off to the side.
So it's a 7.
You come across a very peculiar sketch of what seems to be like a monocle drone, like a picture like a small drone with that begins to kind of hover off the ground and has like a singular lens in the front of it. And the paperwork has been like torn and shredded and that sort of thing. And you're starting to see small words like invisible, poisonous gas, other sort of things. You see like different aspects of what these drones are capable of. As you do that, Sally, you start to approach this man. He's a dying officer and he's slumped over in his chair. As you approach, he kind of begins to pick his head up and looks at you. As his eye just kind of opens, you can see like these boils and scars kind of littering the side of his face. He's kind of taking his last few breaths of oxygen of what he has left. And he just goes, help me, please.
I'm going to grab the eco tank and put it right up to his face real quick. See if I can get a couple more breaths out of him. It's okay, calm down. Tell me what's going on here.
Where are you from? Please don't hurt me.
From Earth. We're here.
What?
We're here.
And he stumbles back and he kind of pulls the eco tank off his face and he kind of stumbles back. He falls out of his chair. It slips out from underneath of him, and he goes, "Please, sir, just leave me alone, please."
Give him your original tank.
I will set the original tank down next to him.
He hurries up and he scarfs it and he puts it on his face and he goes,
Can you tell us what's going on, please?
You tell me. You let them in here.
Them who?
Oh no.
And you just see him just dissipate.
I'm gonna take the tank back.
I'm gonna search his pockets on him, see if there's anything of value on him. Key cards, access cards.
Nothing.
What kind of uniform you wearing?
It's an Osiris uniform.
That's mine now.
You're now naked.
I want that uniform.
Just so you know, it's an engineer's uniform. Not that it really matters. The next thing that you guys hear is that familiar humming sound. And the main office door opens.
The one facing the briefing room?
Yeah.
Okay.
And as
Run
you
back to
see,
the hall.
you can hear a humming sound, but again, nothing.
I run back to the hall.
As you do that, you hear a winding up of a bzzz, and a laser goes and goes to take a shot at you. Why me? I got a 4.
6.
6?
5.
5?
I know how to do math.
You're able to dodge out of the way as a beam of red light penetrates the wall, causing it to smoke.
Can I see where it came
God,
from?
thank God it
Yeah.
didn't
I want to take a
penetrate
shot
me.
right where it was.
Okay. You'll use your agility for shooting a weapon.
Agility plus security?
Yeah. Yeah, you're a security officer, so you get a +2.
10.
10?
Yeah.
You hit it. So go ahead and roll for damage. The next thing you know, as the shot rings off, it blasts your guys' ears. And the next thing you see is just smoke and fire erupts in the main entrance to the office. And you see a small mechanical, almost like, the only way I can describe it is like a small crab-like shape. Like basically it has like a shell on top. And it has like one lens in the front, and it has like some small like fan-like propellers at the bottom to kind of keep itself moving. And it just erupts into flames. Whatever cloaking thing that it had shielding itself is now everything is visible, and it just crashes to the ground. and is now on fire.
Can I go stomp it out?
Yeah, as you go to stomp it out.
Well, wait, is the poisonous gas still around us?
It explodes, but like it dissipates quickly, so you wouldn't have to worry about it.
Okay, I just wanted to make sure.
And it hasn't,
I wanted to throw my.
It hasn't entered that room at all. So
okay, I'm gonna stamp it out real quick. Is there anything near me I can throw on top of it, like to snuff it out?
Dead body.
I'll grab the dead body and throw it on.
You
top
chuck it on top. You just begins to instantly smolder.
Dude, we talked about a dead body, and somebody just started screaming outside. I was like,
yeah,
oh my
right.
God.
Give me an education check, please. 7.
I rolled a 6. I kept freaking throwing it off the table.
The only thing that you can kind of gather from this drone is a serial number.
Okay.
We're going to take that, and we want to take the paperwork that had the sketch of the drone, anything that seemed to be like the drone-esque, anything about it. I'm going to pocket that.
First off, stop. We need to talk about this. What is happening?
We need to get back to the others. That's my thing.
They will be coming to us.
They don't know what room we went
Should
to.
be.
They think we went to the other room. We need to go find them in case there's another one of these bastards with them. We need to go. Because I figured it all out.
Okay.
Just a little. Olive is a conspiracy theorist.
Okay.
Which is how I met Arthur in the first place on a NASA forum.
Hell
He
yeah.
talked about wanting to go to space, and
Fucking
because
nerd.
I had my theories, I became friends with him.
Well, actually, but wait a minute. Yeah, actually, now that does make sense too, because we should find Arthur since he might know.
He's the engineer. That's why I'm grabbing all the paperwork. We have that.
Before I go, I do want to see. You said that's the only usable thing I can find off of that drone.
Correct.
I was going to say, are there any
there or something?
Any bits and pieces, anything
No.
that looked like it could
I
be
wanted
cloaking?
to see if the lens was there or not. But,
Nope.
Okay.
Yeah, nothing would be like shattered to the point of being unusable.
Okay.
All right. We're gonna hurry up and run back out into the hallway.
Okay.
Skedaddle to try and get
I'm
to
gonna
them.
straight up just yell for them.
Oh, no.
As you do, they're just down the hallway, so you guys are literally looking at each other.
Oh, okay.
so
I probably
no
wouldn't yell.
yelling.
I'm
I'd be
yelling
like,
back at them.
oh.
Lab. Right here.
Yo, come here.
Nope. Lab.
Wait, lab?
Lab. Right beside us.
I will
on
say,
the
if you
right.
go into the lab,
Yeah, we're gonna die.
You're not gonna die.
You're gonna
I go.
Only
in the
two
lab.
of us. Only two of us have
tanks
eco
will
tanks.
Yeah.
Only two of us have eco tanks.
So you guys will be you and Olive can't go in.
Nissa will be left here to fend for
We gotta
ourselves.
go in the lab.
You
don't know what I just
You
saw.
One of us can.
Oh yeah, somebody can
Yeah.
go in the lab,
Yeah.
but I'm
I'm
Go ahead
not.
and go.
Fuck 'em.
So
yeah.
I'm
I'm not going in the
sending
lab.
Arthur into the lab to see if there is any evidence of anything that he can find to and I can't think of this word. I've been trying to think of the word the whole time. The whatever will reverse the toxins.
So
What's the word for that?
before you
Like an
say anything,
antidote?
I'm gonna say, okay, before we do anything, we have information that we need to discuss.
I'm gonna grab Arthur and be like, I was right. I was right about it all.
Someone back on Earth took my mom, and I don't know where she went. I'm going in.
And I'm gonna stop you and be like, we know what's happening.
I'm gonna show you the drawings.
And
I
I'm
was
gonna
right.
Can I say that I would have picked up what's left of the drone?
Like just scraps
It's
and
probably
pieces to
too
be like,
big
Okay.
for you
like,
to
there's like
carry.
literally nothing,
Why did,
dude.
yeah, but I
There's
didn't
like
know
maybe
if I would
there's
just
like a
be
little
like-
panel that just says
And you
M801.
And you stomp
Well, that's
on
what I
it,
mean. I was
so.
just gonna be like this.
yeah,
is
okay,
floating
yeah,
around.
you could
Like,
do something like that.
yeah, just like scraps of it, you know. Like,
I'm gonna explain to you what happened whenever I was like, a beam of light came out of nowhere when the stuff entered the room,
Mm-hmm.
and when I saw the beam of light, I panicked and shot at it, and I hit this, and this is what appeared out of nowhere and crashed to the ground in a fiery mess.
Yeah.
When I was out in medical, something from in space somehow just a red beam came shooting at me.
Does M801 mean anything to you?
Shit. Sorry, man. I got no fucking clue.
The only thing that you do kind of recognize is you recognize like the paneling, and you go as you kind of like inspect it. Give me an education check. We'll do that.
Engineering?
Yeah, absolutely.
There you go.
Sure, just making sure.
Yeah, I mean anything that would allow you to be able to see this technology before.
6.
Okay, we'll roll with it. Some of the technology you've seen before, and some of it seems to be your own. Like some of the cloaking forums and that sort of thing, the things that make it invisible, seem to be, what used to be old NASA technology. But the other
I might
pieces,
have made that for...
You were in on it.
No.
But the other pieces seem to be kind of foreign.
Yeah, I only made, like, the cloaking part to, like, keep it hidden away from other countries. Like, this part, and this part aren't even close to being part of NASA or even mine.
Right.
Can we still tell if it was something that looks like it's within the realm of what humans could make?
Can I do one? Can I do an intelligence?
Go ahead.
Could I also roll one as a conspiracy theorist?
Sure. You know what? That's fine.
7.
9.
Oh, shit.
You can tell that the technology, especially with the printing on the end of the thing, seems like it would be somewhat human made because, like, it was like somewhat simple technology.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? So it's nothing that you could deviate as being out of the realm of human capabilities.
Okay.
The next thing you guys know, you hear the medical bay door open.
Yep.
And as it opens,
Taser, shoot.
you hear that familiar.
Taser, shoot.
I'm gonna tell you, just wait till you see it. Like,
And then like you can almost kind of see like that red lens in the front kind of like warm up and kind of reveal itself for a split second.
shoot, Arthur, shoot!
Does
And,
Olive still have the pipe?
I'm gonna whip my lead pipe at it.
And it's gonna take a shot at Nissa. Are you ready?
My lead pipe at it.
Can I also shoot while this is happening?
We'll get there.
All right, shit, dog.
We're getting there.
Fine.
I would use your agility to get the freak out.
Yeah. +1 for combat training.
Okay,
Hell yeah.
that's fair. That's fair.
She's used to getting shot at.
I rolled a 9.
4.
Jesus Christ.
I don't know. I need to like change dice or something.
Did you kill her?
The beam hits you directly in the chest. You take 3 points of
But
damage.
I also have my uniform and the station's uniform on.
I'm sorry, bro. I just rolled it.
Damn.
You take
It's okay, you're not
3.
dead, you're just unconscious.
How much?
3.
3. So you are now
3.
unconscious.
You're just unconscious.
You guys witness this beam penetrate her chest, and like you can kind of smell the gristle of her meat getting fried, and she falls to the ground completely unconscious.
I've already screamed.
Yeah.
I need
Shoot.
all of you to make a pressure check.
Stop
for
this.
Nissa,
Can I
'cause
just
she
shoot the
fucking
fucker?
dead, but not really dead. You're not actually
10.
dead.
Yeah, I got
Okay.
10.
10.
10.
Oh shit! You guys don't give a fuck.
All right, no.
We've seen enough shit.
Yeah,
I
he's
just
My
want
mom
watching
you
it.
to...
talks to me. God damn it.
He's
My
got all the
mom
power in the world.
told me. What do you guys want to do?
I'm going to blast the thing with my taser, but I'm going to throw Sally my first aid kit.
Okay.
Well, I have a
No,
first
throw
aid
me
kit.
it.
Oh.
Throw
I have
me
a
it.
first aid
I'll
Throw me
throw-
it. You both have weapons. Throw me it.
Krista, did you go negative at all?
No.
Or are you just
No.
you're just at 0?
I'm good.
Yeah, her strength
Alright.
is 3.
Yep.
You hit
Okay.
3.
Got it.
Okay, so yeah,
9.
I'll give you my first aid kit. And
I'm gonna get
pull
to
out
work
my
on her.
revolver.
To shoot this buzzing bitch.
You hit it.
Yeah.
Roll for damage. 4 damage.
All right.
As you hit it, you see that its cloaking device goes absolutely haywire. You can see it changing colors and like, at one point it just goes like completely blue, and then it shifts back into its like main metallic form, drops straight to the ground, stone cold dead.
Can I
Perfectly intact?
quickly
Perfectly
go
intact.
to it and rip out the supposed chemical or whatever it was possibly going to go smoke up?
Yes. And as you do that,
We should probably study it.
That's what that's why I was going to go.
as you
possibly to the
as
lab.
you grab it, right?
It puffs in my face and I die.
As you grab the tank out, you notice that it also has
Uno 03.
it also has a thing on it. So that one is dead. That one is dead. This one is missing.
I'm immediately medkit working on her while they're having a shootout.
Sure. So you roll a med check. which you really can't. So you can't give her like an extra bonus because you're not a medical officer. But you do know how to administer first aid just because it's a med kit. Basically, it's just like a shot in the arm, just like a rush of adrenaline. Yeah, basically. What med kit were you using? What first aid kit? Cody's.
Mine.
They're only a one-use thing. So
Yeah,
crumple it up.
I figured they would be.
Krista, you get 1. You get 1 HP back.
She is now conscious.
She's now conscious.
Talk me through how to help you.
So
Can I?
so the
We won't
only
waste it. That'll be if someone goes down.
so you can't use a med kit more than once on a person.
Oh yeah, I fucking
Okay.
forgot about that.
But
Per person?
Can she talk
Because
me
it's
through?
basically only like here's a shot of adrenaline. I'm gonna get you up. That's it. Basically, other like medical necessary needs need to be done by a professional, or they need to be done by like an auto doc or something that's going to administer.
Can I have her talk me through how to help? Because I'm very smart with all the school and training I've gone through. Her talking me through how to help her, telling me
Sure.
what to grab, what to do.
Sure, but this is how I'm gonna roll it. You're not gonna get any bonuses.
Nuts.
The only thing that's gonna help is you can just use your education. So like she's not gonna actually like she'll tell you what to do, but it's gonna be your hands trying to make it work.
And it's a good thing I have very steady hands because I'm a navigation officer.
I'm gonna say since it is like a burn and it has like that hole and stuff, you're gonna need you'll use your educational premises to do that. So you roll with education.
So you need a 3 or more. You got this.
9. No, 10.
10 total. She's able to kind of walk you through it. She's able to stem the bleeding. You're able to get yourself. You get 1 more.
Okay.
So you're at 2.
Okay.
New strat. Keep her alive at all costs.
Yeah.
Yeah, I was gonna say
Next
Krista's
time
Krista's
laser's
role in
coming
this
for
is
her, I
very
will take the
important
hit.
because in this game they want you to die, right? Like they don't
Yeah.
want your characters to live. That's why like a med kit only gives you 1 and it's 1 a day.
Yeah.
And she's only allowed to administer medical help to give you 1 HP an hour. That's it.
Okay.
So like for the rest of the game, like she can give each one of you 1 HP if she works on you.
Yeah.
Hey, can I get that piece of drone that you have?
Yeah, sure.
Give me the guard. I need the guard.
Oh, it was just a model.
It's gonna
number.
spill out to be fucking something.
So,
We need you now.
what do you guys want to do?
I'm yelling at them like, forget about me. Neutralize the poison. Get in the lab. Neutralize the poison, and it'll make everything easier.
Okay, if we look in the door, can we even see? Is there anything left in the lab?
As you look through, you can definitely tell it's been ripped apart. There's rubble. There is some things littered about.
I'm probably still just gonna go in.
Okay.
I'd say
Have
we
a
shouldn't
try.
split off as
You wanna check?
ones.
Yeah, I'm going in.
I feel like we should go in with
yeah,
them.
as-
Or give the tank to someone.
So we're more than one of you going?
We need to neutralize the poison, take care of the drones, and then get into the
I'm afraid to do that though.
power
because
life support.
If me,
It's fine. It's fine. Stay out there.
I'm just saying, if Sally and Arthur go in with the eco tanks, or if 2 people go in with the eco tanks, what if we both die out there?
Yeah.
You guys ain't got
That's
no
what I'm saying.
eco tanks.
That's
You
what
guys
I'm
are
saying.
done.
I got it.
But if our captain and engineer dies, we're
I'll go.
losing a lot.
We're dead
I'll
anyways. Yeah.
No, you need to shoot the fucker if it comes
I'll
in.
give
Give
somebody
me
else.
the eco tank. We'll go out. You 2 stay here.
I mean, I do have combat training, so I could take the gun and just sit on the floor.
With you being injured, that you should not be left alone. So
Like I said,
Give me your lead pipe.
I'm not dying today.
All right, I'm going out.
Okay, you going out with the
I'm
prototype?
taking a lead pipe and I'm going out. Yeah, I don't want to lose this gun.
As,
That means-
as you walk out,
She has the next, or she has
as-
the same agility as me.
as,
Hold your breath.
As the lab door opens, again you can feel
I'm also
a hard
going in.
pressure come onto your chest.
Yeah,
Noah's
I'm also going in.
Oh,
We're
okay,
going in
sorry.
2s.
Okay, so those you 2
Yes.
are going. So again, so Cody, you're blue.
Did you give
Yeah.
me your gun?
I gave
Yeah.
her.
Oh.
She has a better.
Can I give her the taser
stat
then?
for it.
Yeah, you
No,
can give
keep
her.
one with you.
No, we should keep one with us.
Fine, never mind.
Yeah.
Okay. As you guys walk out, you can feel the pressure begin on your chest. But again, since you're on the moon. The gravity kind of lets loose for a second. You're able to kind of have that like bouncing weightlessness feeling. You're kind of scouring through what's left of the lab. You see like all these random like beakers that are still somehow stuck to tables, and you see kind of other things kind of like floating off in space, right? Like you can kind of see like random pieces just kind of drifting off in the distance. I need you both to give me education checks.
Okay. I should also mention that we are keeping our eyes peeled extremely for any red lights anywhere.
Oh, exactly.
I was using an eco tank floating through the air.
Yeah.
2.
8.
8?
Yeah.
I'm an idiot.
So
You're doing backflips with the zero gravity.
yeah, you're like feeling it for the first time. So Arthur, as you look off into the distance of the sky, you see a panel, maybe about 2 feet by 3 feet long, relatively thin, maybe like 2 inches thick, kind of metallic on the outside edges, but on the inside, it's completely clear, other than what seems to be a like floating green fluid. As you kind of think back, it seems to be very similar to the algae filters that you saw in the life support room with the SAM unit.
Yeah.
What would you like to do?
Where's it at?
It's kind of floating.
Is it in space?
Kinda. It's not in space. It's still within like the moon's like.
But pretty much if I miss it, it's gone.
You can make a jump for it, but don't jump too high or else you'll get lost too.
How out of reach would you say it is?
It's about 20 feet above you.
Oh, because I was gonna say, could Cody hold on to your toes?
You can maybe try and
I have an idea.
you can maybe try
I don't know if we
and
have
tether something to you if you want to make a jump.
Is there anything around that we can see?
You could find some sort of like rubber tubing or something, I'm sure. With the random things that are kind of scattered and still attached to the walls.
Boing.
Let's figure it out.
Okay.
I was a Boy Scout.
All right.
That's how I became a security officer.
Engineering
I can tie
time.
knots. Let's do this.
All right.
Okay, do you want to give me an engineering check to try and
No slip knots here.
you also roll with your education.
I did.
10. 10?
Nice.
You're able to tie a pretty good knot. You kind of tie one around Sally as well. And then Sally ties himself off to the station itself. And he goes, well, you ready for your first moonwalk? As a giddy schoolgirl, you make a leap and give me an agility check to grab a hold of the algae panel.
Yeah, because the
7.
other one's a bike ride.
7?
7.
Grab a hold of the filter.
So as he's hopping out, we'd be like, "Look at Neil Armstrong out there."
I am sure.
He
Almost said Lance, and I was like, "That's a bike rider."
So you
it's
have
Louis?
you have the algae filter
Louis?
in hand,
I'm in
and you are
space.
just gleaming as you have it in your hand. You can kind of really appreciate what the panel looks like. It's almost like as if a moss or like a living organism is actually within the panel, and you can kind of see where the doctors and scientists were going with it. Basically, as plants, they take in carbon dioxide and they release oxygen. Basically, it's like that on a massive, like, intense scale, to where these organisms can take out the pollutants of everything and release life-giving oxygen.
Bless you.
As you're admiring their work, and because of you being an engineer, you're very elated by this.
I'm miming it.
You take a slight moment to appreciate how beautiful the Earth is from this view.
Wait a minute. Does it look all yellow?
That's what I was wondering. I was just about to ask that.
So glad you asked. No,
Huh.
not everywhere. Even though it's supposed to be.
Does it look like it's just in that area, or
Seems to
faintly
be
around?
seems to be where like larger cities or towns of that sort would be. But the oceans still look blue and the rainforests still look green.
This is why I hate living in the city. No. So basically, any populace.
Yeah. Is affected
Any
by this
massive populace.
pollutant.
Yeah.
When we drive back down with that
Fly.
rocket.
We're crashing
Mind.
straight into the
Never mind.
Pentagon.
I was gonna say we're going straight
Going for the Pentagon.
This is all a joke. This is all a joke.
in game.
In game.
In-game.
We're going for
So,
the
Yeah.
Pentagon.
so Bush did do 9/11. Makes sense.
Fuck you. God damn it.
So, give me a strength check to pull him back in. FYI, if you
Fuck, I still have -1.
FYI, if you fail this, you lose him to space.
But he's tied together.
I get +2 because I'm a
But,
security
but
officer.
I have an idea of if it goes around.
Listen, I'm a
technically-
security guard.
We'll see.
I'm a security officer. I have to stay in good shape.
Right.
So-
yeah.
Alright.
If he
Your
can't
strength
pull
is still
Arthur,
3.
He can pull
5.
himself.
Because you're
3, 4, 5.
Fair enough. Fair enough.
Is that a 1? No. That was a 2. 6, 7.
2, 7.
Oh my god, I
fun,
thought it had
fun.
to be 8, and I was like, I didn't make it! My math
Yeah.
was just like, I was like,
You-
5 and a 2. I'm like,
You-
that's only 6.
You pull him back down, and you land, and you're also kind of admiring this panel for the first time, and you feel like you've actually accomplished something on this mission.
Real quick, can I ask, the taser that they have,
Yeah.
is it like police taser or prong shootout?
Yep.
Backup plan.
So, yeah, he pulls you back down. The only thing you can kind of see off in the distance is like where lab number 2's door kind of used to be.
Yeah.
It's like a little hallway to a door to where lab number 2 would be. What would you guys like to do?
We're already tethered together.
Yeah.
Want to check it?
Do you want to go?
Sure.
I mean, unless you want to retie. If you want to retie, I'll go check it.
Just retie as you go.
Just give me that taser back.
I'll give you the taser.
All right, we'll retie real quick and tie Arthur to the edge of the ship. And
Okay.
I'm gonna.
Make sure you tell
How
me
far
backup
is it?
plan.
Hey,
It's
hey,
not far.
Hey, backup plan.
You know, like 20
if
feet.
you start floating by, shoot me with the taser so there's some type of line.
use that to pull yourself back in. That's backup plan we came
That
up
doesn't
with.
stick like that.
He
Might
said
stick
prawn.
enough.
It's fine.
If
Oh, well.
anything, it's enough. He could grab it. Someone could. You know, you tase, your muscles tense up. You're not letting go. It's at
Okay.
least a backup plan instead of floating off into space.
Okay, if it's not that far, I'm going to hop over to the ledge. I'm gonna grab a hold of where the edge of it was, and I'm gonna look around real quick.
Okay.
See.
Yeah,
Do I see anything?
As you do that, give me an education check.
Oh, shit.
Fuck.
God.
No, it should have went.
No.
Can I
Dummy.
help?
I got a 6. That's a 7.
Oh my god.
Yeah, baby.
Tucked underneath of a large portion of rubble, you see another one of those beautifully crafted eco tanks. Again, it's clear and has a beautiful, almost terrarium-like feel living with inside it.
We good?
So, I'm going to say that you guys come back out just for the sake of time, that sort of thing. Now, what would you guys like to do? I will say the next thing you hear,
You said we're going out in the hallway.
yeah, as you just kind of like exit.
We're exiting the
Yep.
lab.
The next thing you guys hear, you hear the briefing room doors open and then shut.
All right.
Would I be able to find?
Here.
I don't know if it would be important to keep the scrap from the robot. I don't know if it'd be important to keep the scrap from the robot. I was gonna say, we'll just remember.
I'll let you know that basically the only thing that's really necessary on them
numbers?
are the numbers.
Okay, I'm gonna hand all of the robot, and I'm gonna be like, throw that at it, and use that as a distraction.
Okay.
Don't waste your lead pipe. That's
We go to this hallway. I stand in the opening. You two on either side. I draw it in. Y'all pop out, shoot.
Okay.
okay.
So
first thing I want to do though.
So nobody. So wait. So you guys are all lining up the hallway.
keep
Nobody's
you
going
alive.
into the office quarters or the bathroom. So the next thing you guys hear is that familiar hum. You can hear You can hear the main office door open, and you can hear.
Instead of red light, green light, we're gonna play red light, red light. You just yell at us when you see a red light.
I'll throw and duck.
The door opens as gas begins to fill up the next corridor.
How far did that penetrate into
Wood.
her?
Oh, sorry. Yeah, go ahead.
Real quick.
Maybe just like a couple inches or so.
Don't throw the
Inches.
don't throw the bot at it. Don't
Yeah.
throw the bot at it. Hold it in front of you.
Maybe throw that Molotov. We do have 2 more of those. I don't know if those would work.
I'm half afraid. You know what I've been thinking? I was gonna mention this earlier, but I completely forgot because the half dead person in the room distracted me. What if that gas is flammable? Yeah.
As with my education and his engineering all combined, there's no way that we can use this cloaking. Is there any way that while holding this bot we can use the cloaking? No? Okay.
No, well, at least not with it being, incapacitated.
We shot
like it is.
it. And
Yeah, okay.
Right.
We would have to like basically reverse engineer it, and we don't have time for that.
Okay. When
Good thought, though.
When I duck, y'all shoot. That's all I can say.
Do we see it?
No.
Hey,
You hear a small pin-like
We'll
hole
see gas before we see it.
being drilled in through this door.
can I ask you something super quick?
Yeah.
Just if we would have noticed or not. Is there still gas like coming by the hangar bay?
I don't know. I don't know.
I was gonna check, but
we
whenever
haven't.
we were talking about
nobody
moving,
said anything about looking for it.
Yeah.
I was going to, and then I just forgot.
The gas begins
Yeah.
to leach in through that pinhole and begins to fill up that area.
Okay.
just made that pin.
I'm gonna
Just
run up to
made
the
it-
door and put my hand on it.
Basically, imagine like a pinhole coming through. Imagine like a pinhole coming
go-
through, and then like gas is just like seeping out through it.
What?
You hurt my brain.
I just like, bleep, just plug the hole.
Everybody
You wanna do that?
No, she was
I
joking.
was just kidding.
You
No.
can.
She was
No,
joking.
she's back in the
She's
corner.
in this corner.
Well, you can like run up and
We
shove your
put-
fucking finger.
No,
in
we
it.
I
put
would
baby in the
literally
corner.
clothesline her. No.
She can die.
How big is the hole?
The whole point is to protect you.
I'm gonna say
I don't know
like
why I haven't done
You're
anything
the
yet.
only one who can heal us.
like this big.
Wait a minute. Put your gun in that hole and just fire.
No,
Nah, I wouldn't risk it.
no. There's a chance of missing.
I'm gonna put the mask on.
We have to think a little quicker because
Okay, I'm gonna put the mask on and run up and go right to the hole and just pull the trigger through that hole.
okay.
Plan.
Go ahead. We're opposing rolls.
Okay. I was gonna
Yep.
say I was like
Yep, opposing
All
rolls.
right,
I'm gonna
so-
use my agility to
security guard.
know that that's happening.
Agility or yeah, I'm going with agility, right?
What are you're using a gun?
To-
So agility.
To
Yeah.
shoot it before it moves.
Yep.
Okay, so 3 and then
And then
2
you're-
for
and you're-
security officer.
Correct. So you get a +5, and I get a +3.
But I don't know.
Okay.
Yep. Go ahead. I'm
I
so
got an
nervous.
8.
I'm nervous. 6, 7, 8, 10.
10. You hear. The next thing you see this whole room just like basically erupt into a ball of fire because of what
Good
the
thing
gas
we
is
didn't
igniting, and that's what it goes. You see it just swarm the
It doesn't
inside.
come out and hit me, does it, or anything?
No, because,
okay, the
because
door's still
the
sealed.
door was never open. It was trying to drill through to like emit the gas in.
So
to
I would
knock
probably
you guys
just see
out.
the light and then feel the heat
Yeah,
off
and it
the
just
door.
and it fills up
Okay.
the room, and you can kind of see through the smoke and rubble. There's a drone now that is laying dead inside the main office.
I'm gonna turn around kind of slowly to them and go, guys, it's flammable.
I want to go and get the serial number.
No.
Okay, listen, I'm gonna let you guys in on a little secret. Okay,
They do nothing.
the fog that fills these areas don't go away.
Oh, that's what I was wondering earlier.
Okay, well, if, if
still got a plan.
I was gonna say, if you guys have the eco tanks, you're fine with it, right?
Oh yeah,
Because
that's
the regular oxygen tanks were fine on Earth with this shit. So
But the thing is, too.
We still
Let
have
me
that
think.
algae.
Let me think. Hang on, because they have boils all over their skin. It's still gonna affect our skin.
But the eco tanks come with a suit. They wouldn't be wearing their suits inside all
I'll
the
also
time.
let you know, basically, whenever you're when you're immersed within the fog, that's when it causes like the skin irritation.
But in the
so
suit,
they're
are
like
they okay?
enclosed rooms. If they're in a suit, yes, they would be fine.
Okay, so
Okay.
you can wear the suit and be okay.
So yeah,
Yeah.
I would have the
So,
suit on.
so basically, you can move freely with eco tanks. You just can't move freely with your normal Earth tanks.
Okay.
Now-
because these are enclosed areas.
So her uniform is not the same as a suit.
no.
Okay.
No,
so
a
that
uniform.
one that
A
she
uniform
picked
is
up.
literally just like it's
Like a mechanic's
like a
jumpsuit.
mechanic's jumpsuit. It's material.
I
That's
know
all
what
it
needs
is.
to happen.
Okay, so
we have
you gotta
3.
go in and get that.
Number
We have
one
3
thing
of
I've realized too is I just thought about this. You have the uniform. You have to talk to the AI.
That's what I thought too. But we're gonna need some sort of like badge or something like that. I feel because
the
if
only
it
one without
scans
an eco
us,
tank.
I'm well aware. If it scans us and doesn't like recognize this as something, I feel like only a badge will let us in. You know, like fucking captain's badge or whatever. So I feel like we need to go to like maybe the officers' quarters or something and see if we can get something. Because I feel like
Okay.
just the suit isn't gonna do it. I feel like we need some sort of access card.
First things first. I'm gonna pop the door open real quick, grab that thing,
Okay.
and then let the door slam shut again
Okay.
real quick.
As you do that, you're pretty well known at grabbing these things.
Yeah, just give it.
There's the last one.
So I'm going to say if the AI was smart enough to not let us in at the beginning, it's probably smart enough to know that I'm not somebody that belongs here.
That's what I'm saying. We need some sort of like
But he's going to know
access card or something.
I'm not the person that belongs with that access card.
I don't know. That's the only way that I could see it. Or we could override a door or something.
I'm gonna
like,
go to
I
the
don't know.
officers.
Yeah.
Officers' quarters?
Yeah.
Okay, so as you approach the officers' quarters and you go to walk in, you find Dr. Hutch's decaying body. Dr. Hutch is a name that you've known for a long time because he was the one man who proposed on going to this station to correct it in the first place. His body is covered in the worst type of boils and scarring and basically it's just like if his body was just mutilated. It's almost bloating with the amount of like pus and that sort of things. Give me an education check to check his quarters.
I am a helm officer. I would know around a.
Officers' quarters.
Officers' quarters? Okay, maybe a little.
Thank you.
He's been obsessed with space. He's
Right.
7. Thank God.
In his breast pocket, find a key card.
Oh, wow, thank you.
Wow.
I will also let you know, I'm just going to give it to you. The only way that the AI is going to let you in is if you have a key card and a uniform.
Knew it. Does it have to be the corresponding uniform or?
It doesn't.
Okay.
I'm not going to lie, it does not.
Okay,
Hey,
because
you
I was like,
grab
do we
that-
need to go get his? Because I got an engineer's uniform.
Basically, it just needs like, oh, you're using a key card. It's because it's not an identification card. It's a key card, so it opens up any door in the
So
station.
it's not like having a badge. It's
Nope.
just
no, it is
okay.
literally like having a physical key. So like
I
whether
know.
he wants you in there or not, you can open it up.
Yeah.
And he'll probably let you through as long as you're wearing an Osiris station.
I
uniform.
gave him my engineering jumpsuit that I'd stolen.
Okay.
I finally have a uniform.
I want to ask you,
Mom was proud.
Arthur, do you know who is in control of this space station?
Well,
You know from
who was
you
dead.
know from some things that Dr. Hutch was the main.
But it's not like the government or anything, right?
No, it's completely funded by him and the researchers.
Okay.
Like basically, it was like a last-ditch effort from a bunch of the like smart human beings left.
The good guys of
Yeah,
NASA.
the good guys of NASA that are like, hey, we have one last thing. We need to go test it. We need to go in a place that like
Nobody's
that
gonna
we
mess
can.
with us.
That
Yeah.
nobody's gonna mess with us. And they took off and created their own thing.
Whole reason I came here is because the air's not bad. The government's making it bad. They are controlling the air. They're controlling the fact that we need tanks to survive. They're the ones poisoning us
So you're
to
saying-
make a profit on.
I was gonna say, so you're saying it's a money grab.
Yes,
Sally's
and that's
going
why.
to say, I think this is blatantly obvious at this point. This is no longer a conspiracy theory. This is like...
What do you think leads you to that? Like, what gives you the inkling that that's what's happening?
Because the smoke happens at like a set time every day, and you have to pay to get air. It's not the Earth's going bad, we have oxygen supply, here, have it. No. The poor, the old, the weak are dying off so that the people with money survive, and the fact that we get to the space station magically destroyed, the robots magically putting out this air, and the fact that they came up with a fix to this, then their space station gets destroyed.
By the same fog.
By the same fog, and...
That is only supposedly on Earth that we supposedly caused.
Mm-hmm.
Back on Earth, when I looked, was it only effective in, like, highly populated areas, but only in the United States?
All over the world.
Okay.
It was highly populated places all over the world. Because remember, us as the world, you know, have come together and have created like a United Nations instead of
the whole world is one government rather than
right. The whole world is one government, not individual countries.
Gotcha.
Or were you thinking like terrorist?
I was thinking since each drone had some of my parts that I created and then other people's parts that were thrown onto it.
That's why I was
So
asking
it's a
about
collective.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, it's
I
a
was
collective thing.
sketched out because I was like, is this AI that's in this room the one that's creating these parts and the drones and stuff, or?
The drone's serial numbers read, "Made by the UN." Well, you guys only have a few things
Aliens.
left to do. What do you want to do?
So, with this algae that we have, this filter,
Correct. It has to be plugged into a larger system to work, but you have the technology.
it can filter out this thing. We can technically live here, but I want to go save my mom.
Let's.
I'm willing to blow up the Pentagon in game.
So.
Don't put us on a list.
It wouldn't be the Pentagon. Well, do we know where the government resides?
It's just
Yes, so the government resides in like a couple different locations. Even though it is one world, there is like basically like a United States organization, that sort of thing, you know, because they all work together. And they each live in a thing called a dome, which is basically like a mass area that is just has beautiful filtered air and like, you know, basically like they live under a glass bubble.
Yeah. They have their own greenhouse.
Correct.
They live inside terrariums.
It's not the
Right.
Thunderdome.
Exactly.
Damn, they're jumbo terrariums.
Yeah.
I have an idea, and it is wild as hell. Like wild.
We
as
crashed the
hell.
spaceship into the dome.
We need to
changed it.
Hey, we need to get to the AI.
yeah.
What if we put out?
We need to
like-
talk to the AI.
I was gonna say, is there a way to put out like a mass broadcast saying what this is?
or
That's why I'm
a
in the
mass
communication.
shutdown protocol, like
Hold on.
hacking.
The next thing that you guys hear is you hear a voice come over the intercom. And in a very calm voice goes, "Thank you." And you hear fans kick on. And you hear the lights, and you see the lights come back on. White, beautiful lights. And you hear the doors beginning to open one by one, and the air is beginning to get filtered out. Fresh air fills each room. And before you stands a man wearing Dr. Hutch's face.
Like he looks like him, or he cut his face off.
He looks like him.
Okay, I'm like, wait a minute.
And he goes, "Thank you." And he goes, "Hi, I'm Sam."
Cody's sitting there.
What? Shake his hand. Don't leave him hanging.
I'm gonna shake his hand.
So basically, from what you can tell, is the AI that was in the power life support has been watching you on screens this entire time and has been seeing the good that you've been doing and helping the station in every way. And he was one of the first SAM units to ever exist, and he was created by Dr. Hutch. And why not make him in his likeness?
Mm-hmm.
He has went through all the systems. He has exited out all the poisonous airs. And he wants to give you full opportunity to live here on the station, or he will also give you any knowledge that he can to help you get back at the people that destroyed his father. And in a weird time, it's almost like a SAM unit has some sort of emotional reaction.
It's creepy. I don't like that.
Revolution!
We're crashing the ship into the dome.
I'm literally just gonna turn around and walk with him, like with the SAM unit. I'm gonna start talking about like my idea to like try and figure out. I'm like, is there any way you can, like, I mean, it's artificial intelligence. Is there any way you can find a way to hack into that? Like, you know, any way to basically reveal everything that was found
And then turn it back
Yeah.
on.
and then turn
Our
it back
power.
against the government.
Put it in their own domes.
Right. Basically, he says, I can't do much from here, but there is a way that I can unveil the curtain and pull it back and allow you to see them for what they are. He can basically shut off their camoing, their that sort of thing, and allow people to see what's actually causing this disease. And
I love space. I'm glad that I'm here, but after hearing that message from my mom and her being taken away by people,
Yeah.
I want them to burn.
Sam, what'll happen if you leave this space?
I think the emotion that I'm looking for is sadness, but happiness as well. Our duty here is done. Take whatever you need, load it on your ship, and let's finish this, as my father would say.
Do you have, like, I would just say, like, over the next amount of time, I'd ask, like, any weapons, any provisions, anything that we can get to prepare ourselves.
Basically, I'm gonna say you guys loaded up, right?
Okay.
Enough eco tanks for everybody.
Yeah. You can load
All of
up.
us safe.
You can load up what you can, and
goddamn eco tank.
and you start coming back into Earth's atmosphere. It's quiet, which is unusual. And as your door of your ship opens, you are surrounded by, military, weapons drawn, and at the forefront, a man who you've known as basically what would be like your mayor, I guess. He not highly wrinkled, but an old man, and well, he has like lightish gray hair in an all black suit and a black tie, or in a red tie, I'm sorry. Comes walking forward and he goes, "Well, I see you made it. It's too bad that we couldn't let you live." And he throws Betty out in front to the ground, pulls a gun from his hand. Your mother looks up at Arthur's mother looks up to it one more time and she goes, "You did it."
Lead pipe straight to his dome.
And then a shot rings out, and all you can see is the faint red mist filling the sky. As all hell unleashes, You guys draw your weapons, begin to mow down as many military people as you can. The SAM unit runs off into the distance. You hear electricity filling the air as drones just begin to drop from the sky, crashing into the ground, causing massive fires and hysteria. And you guys take out what last few people you can. And that's where we'll end it.
Dang.
Welcome back to Earth.